Hello guys, Maverick here and welcome to another new video. If you're in the market for a new launch condo either for own stay or investment, this is the video to watch. I'll be breaking down the entire process and financials so that you can prepare yourself when a new launch condo that you're interested in hits the market. Disclaimer, this isn't a video telling you that you should definitely buy a new launch condo, neither is this investment advice. I'll just be sharing purely about the process and how the financials work in a new launch purchase. I'm sure you guys have seen headlines on the news, Amo sold 98% on launch day and Lentor Modern being sold 80% on launch day. These are examples of what I like to call brand new launches, as opposed to the leftover units that are already in the market that have launched beforehand. So for example, the next upcoming launch will be Seneca Residence, which will be launching in January of 2023. So to have these launches in the first place, the developer has to acquire land, and they do it mainly by two methods. One is buying directly from the government through a government land sale. Secondly is through a private purchase, most of the time through an en bloc. Once the developer has managed to get the land, they'll take around 9 to 15 months to finalize the development. Once they have done so, their show flat will be open for a preview period. Now this preview period typically lasts around 2 weeks, and this is when interested buyers can contact their property agents, or you can find me, to set up an appointment for them to view the show flat. Now please don't think that walking directly into the show flat would mean that you get to deal with the developer directly. Various agencies are appointed to market the development, and you'll just be served by a random agent whom you don't really know. Worse still, you might even have to queue up because you didn't book an appointment beforehand. So best if you can get in touch with an agent you know to set up for a show flat appointment a few weeks before the preview actually happens. Okay, now that you've seen the show flat, assuming that you're interested in getting a unit there, you will have to ballot for a unit by submitting a blank check to the developer. In the application, you'll be required to state the buyer's names. Do note that you can put multiple names and names can be removed, but no new names can be added. Once you're done with the submission, all you have to do now is to wait for balloting day, which is around 2 to 3 days before the booking day. Now, during the balloting day, the developer will draw lots and the applicants will be notified of their queue number by their agents. So if you have managed to get a good queue number, congratulations. If your queue number isn't so ideal, just hope that the people in front of you don't select the unit that you want. So let's say on booking day, it's your turn to select a unit, and the unit you want is available. You can go ahead and book the unit and pay the 5% booking fee thereafter. This is where the financials come in. So upon booking the unit, you'll be required to pay 5% of the purchase price in cash. Typically, check, cashier's order or a bank transfer would be accepted, but this may vary depending on the developer. Now, after booking a unit and paying your booking fee, you will receive your option to purchase from the developer. What you have to do, assuming that you are taking a bank loan, is to take this option to purchase, approach the bank of your choice, and secure a bank loan. Now this is also when you notify the developer of the law firm that you'll be using for the conveyancing of this property. Just a tip, make sure that the law firm that you are engaging is experienced in property conveyancing. Otherwise, there's a chance that they'll screw up the whole transaction and you might have to pay the penalties for not completing the transaction. After that, you'll receive a sales and purchase agreement, and upon signing that agreement, you'll be required to pay 15% of the purchase price as down payment to exercise the agreement, and also the buyer stamp duty via your law firm. Now this 15% and stamp duty can either be paid in cash or by CPF OA. Now typically when you're buying a private property, you'll be required to pay a minimum of 25% down payment. But if you're buying a new launch project, you're only required to come up with 20% first. The other 5% will only come in when the foundation is completed. Now this is something unique to new launch properties. The rest of the payment will be done progressively according to this table here. So as you can see, you're only required to pay 20% down first, and when the foundation is completed, you'll be required to pay 10%. So 5% of it will be your down payment, while the other 5% will come from your loan, meaning that your installments will start from a very small amount and it will gradually increase as the project is being built. Now let's take a look at a real example. Assuming you're planning to buy a 2-bedroom unit at Seneca Residence for $1.32 million. So there are a few things that I'm assuming here is that the interest rate will remain at a constant 4%. Your income is sufficient to take a 75% loan, and you're below the age of 35, taking a maximum loan tenure of 30 years. So as you can see, your booking fee will be $66,000, which is 5% of the purchase price. Your buyer's stamp duty is $37,400, and your exercising fee, which is the rest of the 15% down payment, will be $198,000. So upon the completion of the foundation, you'll be required to fork out the next $66,000 and your loan will be dispersed from there. So as you can see, the installments only start at $316 and it will slowly rise until $3,700 upon TOP. Now upon legal completion, you'll see that the installments actually will increase to $4,700. So that's pretty much the entire process of buying a new launch property during the preview period. So if you're interested in getting a new launch property, go and find yourself a trustworthy and competent agent, or me, who can advise you accordingly. Because honestly, not every new launch in today's market is a good buy. And the last thing you want is to lose money from a property purchase. If you want to know what new launches are coming up in 2023, drop me a message. My number is flashing on the screen now. So that's all for this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!